If you are a woman, chances are you know guilt all too well. It sneaks into every part of life. We feel guilty for doing too much, doing too little, for taking time for ourselves, or not doing so. A major reason for this is the way we are raised. From a young age, we are taught that being quiet, agreeable, and self-sacrificing is the right way to be. We see the women around us be praised for how much they give and how little they ask for in return. And traditional gender roles only reinforce the belief that women should be the caregivers, always putting others first. There's also the pressure to be perfect. Society expects women to balance it all effortlessly, and when we inevitably can't, guilt takes over. But guilt isn't just an emotional burden, it has tangible consequences as well. It lowers self-esteem, fuels anxiety, and leads to chronic stress and burnout. It can also make women feel ashamed, preventing them from asking for support. So how do we break free from this cycle? Ideally, we would completely let go of worrying about what others think, set strong boundaries, and live by our own values. But realistically, change takes time and practice. Here are a few small, manageable steps to start with. Challenge the guilt. Ask yourself, is this what I truly want, or am I internalizing societal expectations? Use the reality checklist. Write down what you feel guilty about and why you believe it's your fault. Then think about what evidence supports or contradicts this guilt. This helps differentiate between guilt that is valid and guilt that is based on unrealistic expectations. Challenge unrealistic expectations. Recognize that perfection isn't possible and remind yourself that you don't have to meet everyone's expectations or even your own impossible standards. Practice self-compassion. Speak to yourself the way you would to a friend. Would you shame a friend for taking a break or setting boundaries? No, right? Extend the same kindness to yourself. Think of self-care as productivity. Remind yourself, taking care of myself enables me to show up better for others. Start with small boundaries. Say no to one thing this week that drains you. Prioritize your needs without feeling the need to over-explain or justify your decision. Limit emotional labor. Avoid over-apologizing or taking responsibility for others' emotions. Instead of, I'm so sorry I can't do it, try, I'm not available for this, but I hope it goes well. Let go of the need for external validation. Your worth isn't determined by how much you do for others. Instead of seeking approval, focus on what feels right for you. Guilt may feel like an unshakable burden, but you have the strength to let it go and reclaim happiness and freedom.